Hey and welcome back to LS Tech. It's your boy Laxon, and today I'm going to give you a tour of the house, show you all of the smart products I have, what I currently use, some of the automations and some of the features I love with my smart products. I do have a decent amount of products. I don't have a lot. Some people will say it's a lot, but I know personally it's not a lot. There's so many more things you can do, a lot of different smart products that's out there. That's why I want to be focusing my channel on smart home products, how to set it up, guides, tutorials. So make sure you're subscribed for that so you don't miss out on any of those latest videos. But yeah, in this video I'm going to show you the house, the devices I currently use. Mainly now I use the Google Home Assistant, but I'm going to change over to the Home Assistant very soon. Setups and those videos are coming very soon, so make sure you are subscribed for that. But in this video I'm going to show you all the devices I currently have, what they do, and just give you an overview of the house and the smart products I have. So yeah, let's begin with the video. Thank you for watching LS Tech. Make sure you leave a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, enable notifications with the little bell icon so you don't miss out any of my latest videos. So first of all, we're going to start in the kitchen. So this is the kitchen. It's pretty huge right now. I don't have any smart appliance like ovens or any of those fridges. They are just standard ones. In the future I might change it, but in here I do have a Google Home, and I'm actually using one of the Sony speakers to get the Google Home Assistant in the kitchen, and that is the preferred smart home I'm using right now for the whole house. So I've got one in every room, but this one is in the kitchen, and that's one of the Sony ones. It's actually a pretty good speaker with great audio sound quality, and of course it does have a clock as well, which I do love, so I can always check in that. Of course I do have another clock on top of it, but it's always nice to have that digital clock there as well. And in the night time it's much easier to see, like I don't have to look at that one. The night one will just work really well. And of course I do have these accent lighting across the whole house. In all of the rooms I have a certain hue light or a different smart bulb that just turns on as soon as sun goes down, and it will just add a bit of color to the room, and it will just give it accents. So even if the lights are turned off, these accent lights will be on and just giving the room a nice little feel. So in here I do have the Philips Hue Go light. This is one of the little cute balls that you can place it. This one you can actually have it connected to a wire, of course. If not, you can use the battery if you want to have it like portable around, but I prefer having a stick on because I do use all of the time. And it's right now it's set to blue colors, but of course I can change the blue to any other color I want with the Hue app, and it's really nice. And of course it works really well with the Google Home Assistant, so it gives me all the features turning on and off, changing the color, so that's really nice. I have it in here. The spotlights here are just normal, they are not anything smart, but the dining table light is a smart hue bulb as well, so that will change color during the day, and at night time it will go to a more warmer color, giving it a much nicer feel. But it's very nice, very simple, nothing too fancy in the kitchen, just these two lights and a smart speaker. But yeah, let's go into the next room. So yeah, this is the bathroom, and in here I do have a Google Home Mini or the Nest Mini. I do have that in the aqua blue, which is one of the first colors that came out, which was really nice colors. I picked up a few of those, but that's the one I have in the toilet to listen to music while you're having a shower or making some actions, automation and stuff like that. So that's really nice. Nothing too fancy here, just very simple. But yeah, let's go into the next room. So the next room is the dining room. As you can see, this is the main dining room table, but on top of that I do have a light bulb here, and inside I do have a Philips Hue light, so I can use that to change colors, anything like that, which is really nice. On this side of the wall I do have those accent lighting, so I have two Philips play bars in the back here, giving some really nice light out. As you can see, I've got that in two different colors. And in the middle I do have another Google Sony speaker with a little digital clock, which I love so much. Just really nice. It gives great audio quality, as well as you have the assistant, so that's really nice having that there. So yeah, having the Google Assistant with the Sony speakers, of course I'm going to leave links to all the products in the description, so if you do want to check it out. But this one I do pick it up cheap, and they're really nice, and they just have a really great audio quality compared to the Nest Mini or the standard Google Home. I haven't tried the Nest Audio, which some people say I need to give it a try because it does give a great audio, but I do prefer these. I actually have two of them. I had one in the kitchen, I have one here as well, but I do have a lot of other speakers as well. But yeah, let's check out the living room now. let's transition from the dining area to the living room space. And I do have that open area, which means I get a lot of light and a lot of space. And as you can see, already now with all the lights and the smart TV on, I have a lot of smart techs in this area. So yeah, let's just go through them one by one. So the first thing I want to talk about is my ceiling lights. As you can see, I have in the top here, and it just makes this area look really nice and bright. Like with the Nanoleaf, it's really nice. Like it's a lot bright. Like now it's at 75% bright, but at 100%, it just lights up the whole room. Yes, why do I have Nanoleafs on the top? I wanted to go for something different. I did look a lot at ceiling lights, but I didn't find anything I like, and I had a lot of these Nanoleafs laying around. I actually have 20 panels at the top. Do have a nice design, and it just brightens up the room really well. It gives a nice deep white, and of course it's Nanoleafs. I can change the colors. I can use the app to control it, and it works with HomePod as well as Google Home, which is really nice. So yeah, let's check out the TV. So of course you can see the TV here behind me. It's a Philips Hue. It's a 65-inch TV, and it's one with the ambient lighting as well as Android TV. So that means I get the Philips Hue lighting kit around the back on 3 sides, which means get all the nice colors. So I didn't need to get like a separate pack or a separate light, which works really well, syncs really well as well, and is much cheaper. I feel like I'll have a separate video on just explaining why I love these TVs compared to other TVs, because I actually have 3 more of this in the house, which I'll show you later. But yeah, below that I actually have a Apple TV 4K as well, so which means I actually have both options, not just the Chromecast stuff to TV, but I can always AirDrop stuff to the TV as well. And for the sound system, I actually have 3 different sound systems in the room. I actually have a proper surround sound, I have a sound bar, and I use 2 Apple HomePods as well when it's connected to the Apple TV. So depending on what I want to watch, I can get the audio that I feel like. Most of the time it's just the HomePods playing the audio. That's really nice. I actually have 2 of them. That means I cannot just use that for the TV, but I can use it to control the lights, the TV, and all other stuff in the home, which is nice. And of course, I do have a Google Home in the living room as well. I actually have that across every single room in the house. But yeah, let's just have a look at them. So in this corner, I do have the Google Home. This is actually the Nest one I have in the corner, so I can always hear it, which is really nice. So yeah, let's just go upstairs and have a look. And on the stairs, I actually have some lights that are gonna turn on as soon as I get nearby. These are just some standard lights. As you can see, they just turn on one by one as soon as I walk up the stairs, which are really nice. Nice touch. Nothing too fancy, but it does the job. So the next room is going to be my bedroom, which I have some few accent lighting behind there, behind the Mickey, as you can see. Of course, I do have my Google Hub in there on the bedside. And if we turn all the way around, I've got another ghost bulb there, as well as a smart bulb to give some accent lighting. Of course, it's a bit bright now, but and the top I just have some standard Philips color lights as well. These are the full color ones, not just ambient but full colors, so I can get some different colors if I want to do that. But that's nice. These are the lights I use in my bedroom. So of course I have 3 accent lighting, which goes on when sunset and stuff like that, which is nice. And of course I do have 2 HomePod minis on both sides. And that's just when I want to listen to music in my room. I know I have the Google Home Hub there, which I can use to control all the smart accessories, smart lights in the whole house. That's a nice touch, and with the screen is really nice. It makes a huge difference just having that screen there, using stuff. But for music use, I use the HomePods, and it gets amazing sounds. And of course, those accent lighters are really nice, having these 3 different colors. This is actually the Tokyo colors, so got the blue, got the purple, and I got the turquoise. And of course, I have smart automation in the room as well, so when the alarm goes on, I've got the main Philips Hue lights having a sunrise, and I've got some music playing, which is really nice. And then the calendar will just give me an update. Of course, I'll make a separate video on how I did that, so you can do that as well, getting this amazing feel when you wake up in the morning. But the Google Home Hub is a really nice touch. Like having the Google Home Hub here, I can like control my lights, got my alarm, my temperature. It's just really nice. I can do a lot of things. I can go into home control and I can go through all of the different settings, not just in my room, but in all the different rooms, control the lights. I can watch the cameras as well, tell the RoboVac to clean and everything. So that is really nice, just having that screen. It makes a huge difference comparing just using voice only. So that's a really nice touch. And the next place I want to show you is the game lounge. Like I always wanted to show this place, but I've never got around to showing you. Here I do have a lot of smart techs, TVs and gadgets. So this is the place I love the most. I enjoy spending a lot of time in here with just all these great amazing designs and a lot of smart stuff. So yeah, let's just go through one by one and see what I have. So again, first of all, I want to talk about the accent lighting I have on both of the windows. It's Philips Hue Play bars. Again, I have two of them and they just bring a nice ambient lighting. Like I said before in the video, like I actually enjoy these accent lighting across the house. It just adds a bit of color to the house. And in here, I've just got two of them, just bring a nice color. And these are set to automating a time as well with sunset. They go off at midnight, which is really nice. And I know you're watching this huge Lego table I have in the round. Yes, I love playing with Lego. I do have a separate channel on that. If you do want to check it out, I'll leave a link in the description where I build Legos and working on the city. This is actually my second city. First one didn't go well, so I scrapped it. Redoing it again. So if you do want to watch my work or what I do and how I'm building the city, so do check that link out. It's called Lux Breaks. The link will be in the description for that as well. But yeah, let's check onto the TV now. So yeah, this is the Game Lounge TV. As you can see, this is another Philips ambient lighting TV with ambient lighting. Got Android OS on it, which is amazing. So I get all the apps, all the Chromecast features, which is really nice. And with that ambient, it is such a nice little feature. You're gonna love it. Like you save so much money just getting this instead of buying all the other Amazon ones, or even getting the Philips Sync box and getting these. So yeah, I'm gonna have a proper video explaining why I love these TVs so much, so make sure you are subscribed for that. But this is the main TV I use in the Game Lounge, where I have all my game console connectors on my PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, as well as my PlayStation VR. Like, it's amazing. It's really great. I do love playing games on here. It's not a lot I do, but when I do enjoy it at the best. But below the desk itself, I actually have all of my smart devices, like my hubs, my router, my Wi-Fi system, and I actually have all my Philips Hue Bridge down below here as well, and my Google Wi-Fi system. So that's the one I use, so I can get all my devices connected up together, and that's because it gives me the 2.4 as well as the 5 gigahertz bandwidth, which is nice. And as with the Google, I can always go in the app and see who's using what device and how much each of the devices using. I can control, which is really nice. I love that little system. This is my Game Lounge TV with all my little game consoles. Yeah, let's check out the rest of the room. So in the gaming lounge area, I do have another Google Nest here. As you can see, this one is the aqua color as well. It just blends in there really nicely. So I can get all my smart controls, turning on lights, TVs and everything, which is really nice. So yeah, here I've got another Nanoleaf set, and of course I got some other ambient lighting here, but the Nanoleafs are just amazing, just this color changing. Of course, it's really hard to see on camera because it's really bright, but it is just really nice, the color fading out, changing color. It just adds a really great experience just around. So this one is set to color, but the living room is on white. But of course I can change that to color as well, but I prefer this in the gaming lounge, just having these colors going around, which is really nice. And I really recommend these. They're really nice. And they just adds a little atmosphere in the room with the colors. Of course you can use LED strobes, but these ones I prefer much better, and they're just much nicer, more subtle. But yeah, let's check out the next room. So yeah, let's go into another room I enjoy, and that's the office area. Like, this is one of my favorite spaces apart from the gaming lounge, but this is the office / gaming with the gaming setup. And this side we have the office workstation, and of course we do have another Philips TV here, And of course, it's a Philips Hue with ambient lighting and Android tvOS. Like I said, I love these TVs just because you get so much feature for the price. And of course, all of them are 4K as well, as you can see, really nice. But let's have a look at the desk itself. So what smart, of course, on the back, I have some Hue light strips. I actually have 2 of them going across the back. I've got a Stream Deck here, which I can control the lights. I can turn them on. So that's the back strip. It's the bottom strip. Turn off the main light, but I can turn them both on. So that's a really nice touch. But of course, I do have another hub here, so I can control everything again. So if you wake this up, goes in, get all the same controls, all my devices. It's just really nice. I can go through the cameras and everything. And on top here, I do have one of the cameras I'm going to show you, but I'm not going to show you all the other ones. But of course, on the gaming PC side, I do have another Google Wi-Fi router behind the back, which you can see there, as well as another Home Mini. I think this is a Nest one, so that's really nice. So yeah, those were some of the stuff, but I actually have a lot of more. Like if I show you my iPad now. So here, if I go through on the app, so here I'm just showing through the Google Home app here because that's what I'm mainly using. But as you can see, I've got all the rooms. Yes, there's some rooms I didn't show you, but I'm not going to show you those. But this is just some of the main rooms. Like I still have a lot of work to do, some of the bathrooms, stuff to do, but it's a start. A lot of great products. I'm going to be adding more stuff going on, but yeah, devices, stuff like that. But I actually have a lot of more, like I've got smart plugs, more Google Nest Home, the Wi-Fi's, like I didn't show you some of the rooms, but it's a small start, I would say. Some of them is automated, some of them is not. I'm actually going to be doing a lot of more of these routines and automations, so make sure you are subscribed for that. But this is just a very simple video. I know it's not too much detail, just a quick overview of what I have, what I'm currently working with. But in the future, I'm going to be adding a lot more devices. On Friday, I'm going to be setting up some more stuff. But every week, I'm going to be adding more and more stuff, reviewing different products, comparing things. Right now, I'm actually using the Google Home as the main hub thing for running all my smart products. But I am going to change to the Home Assistant in the coming weeks. I'm going to be doing videos on that, showing you how to set it up, how to integrate it, show you the benefits of that, because with the Home Assistant, you get so much capability on running smart devices, and it's just getting better and better. So I feel like it's a great time to jump on that, and it's a good way because if you want to start using that, it just gives you a much more better able of automating and scripting things. So I want to do that straight away before I actually get a lot of different devices and then have to go back and change. So if you're starting fresh on making a smart home, do think about that. Yes, the Google Home or the Alexa or the HomeKit away, it's much simpler, but it's much basic knowledge. Like you only get basic features, you don't get more advanced features, and it's more complicated because not all of the devices work with each other. But with the Home Assistant, you get a much open feel. It's open source. You can do much more stuff. You can integrate more and more devices, and you can do so much better automations by connecting devices, and you can get more data as well. So that's nice. And I'm going to do separate videos on those and my full guide on how I set it up and everything. So make sure you are subscribed. Hit that little bell icon so you don't miss any of my latest video. But yeah, this was just a quick video showing my little smart home video of my smart techs in the house. I know I do have smart snap, but if there's some videos you want to see, like if you want to on the TV or any of the setups, like I do have a lot of more comings, do let me know in the comment section if there's any types of videos you want to see, if you want to try some smart home products, or if you want to see how I've done some of the smart automations. Of course, I'm going to do a separate video on the smart home TVs because they are really amazing TV, and of course I'll do one on the bedroom as well, because I mean, it's a game changer when you have that automation, when you have those sunlights and the lights changing, the music, the calendar. It's really nice. So of course I'll have a video on that. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. But as always, thank you for watching the video. Make sure you subscribe, leave a like, and I will see you next one. Take care.